Thank you for joining us today. My name is Taylor and I'm on the customer education team here at GoSite. Today's workshop is about the GoSite booking tool, which can improve the customer booking experience, reduce no-shows with automated reminders, and gain more repeat business, which all results in increased revenue for your business. And having the ability for customers to book themselves an appointment directly on your website is extremely valuable, as it's the first opportunity where you can take a website visitor and turn them into a revenue-making customer. So we'll get started with some housekeeping rules today. This meeting will be 30 minutes. The session is being recorded. A follow-up email after the session will include recording and additional resources. Your audio is muted on purpose to prevent interruptions, so please type your questions in the Q&A section in the Zoom toolbar at the bottom of your screen. I will address the questions during and at the end of the presentation. My colleague Noelle is also here to help monitor the chat and Q&A. Just so you are all aware, the Q&A feature is for you to drop in your specific questions, in which any unanswered questions will appear for the group to see, and the chat feature is to contact us privately. So we encourage you to ask your questions in the Q&A in case someone has the same question. So let's start with today's agenda. Today we'll be covering adding services, manually adding a booking, some calendar viewing options, and some booking tool settings. So we'll hop over to our dashboard here. So just a refresher, this is the desktop version of the GoSite dashboard. This is a test account that we use, but this is how you should see it when you log in. You can access your desktop dashboard by visiting cloud.gosite.com and using the email that you used to sign up with us. And I just want to mention real quick while you're here, if you ever need any additional support outside of this workshop, please utilize the chat feature up here. You could either chat or email. You could also search for knowledge-based articles in this chat feature here. You can just type it in this search bar here. But we do offer 24/7 support, so you can get help at any time that you need. So I just wanted to mention that. With that being said, let's dive right in. Our first topic is adding services. For the booking tool to work properly, we first need to add services, and the services page is located in the drop-down menu under the profile picture icon in the top right of your dashboard here. And then once we're here, we'll go ahead and click Add Service to put in a new one. And we'll just do a test one here. So since this is a landscaping company, we'll go ahead and do our palm tree trimming. We'll do cleanup service. And we'll do our pricing here. Duration, we'll leave it an hour. Missed appointment fee is optional if you want to add a fee for missing an appointment. Service occurs at, it can either be the customer's address or my business location. And then service image, you can optional put an image there if you'd like. For bookable by customers, this must be turned on if you want the customer to book themselves on your website. The prep time is optional if you want to give yourself some buffer time in between appointments for travel time. The date range is how far out the customer is able to book the service, and currently the maximum is 100 days right now. The start time increments are how you want to schedule your appointments. So the 15-minute increments would be, for example, 8, 8:15, 8:30. The 30-minute increments would be 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9. And the 60-minute increments would be on the hour. So we'll go ahead and leave it at 15 minutes. For the custom booking hours, services default to your business hours, but if you want to set custom hours, you can do so here. So say for this particular service, you didn't want to work on weekends for this, you could go ahead and just unclick those. You can also adjust, you can type in, or you could remove certain things here. So once it all looks good, we'll go ahead and click Save. Again, optional, you could include an image of your business logo. For the collect payment at checkout, you can turn this on if you want to collect payment upon the booking, and you can do so in either the full payment, or you can also do a deposit or partial payment. So for this example, let's do half down first. And then for management, each service needs to be assigned to an employee. So the assigned user will be the employee. And you can add team members in your Manage My Business settings, which I'll show you in a minute once we add our booking. And then you could customize which color you want it to be on your calendar. So we'll look this over. Everything looks good. I'll go ahead and click Add Service. So now that our service is added, I wanted to show you real quick how to add a team member, and it'll be located under your Manage My Business settings. Again, in this profile picture drop-down menu. Over here, you'll see business settings, and then we'll hop down to team. You could go ahead and click Add New User. You put in their information here. You can adjust your permissions once you continue, just in case you wanted to limit their access to your full dashboard. And then once you're ready, you can just hit Create User, and then they'll be added there. So I'm going to pause real quick and see if we have any questions so far. Perfect. Looks like we're good. So moving on, let's go ahead and navigate to our booking tool in the side menu here on the left-hand side, right in the middle. And we'll go ahead and click Add Booking. And so this is for when you need to create a booking for a customer who doesn't want to book themselves on your website. And from here, the contact, we'll just drop in a name from the contact hub, or you can drop in a new email or phone number, and then you can create the contact through this booking. But we'll just use someone here. Okay, and then you could enter the customer's address here. Just for this example, I'm going to put my business address. For choose a service, we'll go ahead and locate the one that we just entered. And then we'll go ahead and choose the date. And then you'll see here, as we did the custom hours, we don't want to work weekends. So those are going to be grayed out. So it's only going to show the available dates here. We'll do it for tomorrow. Give this guy an afternoon appointment. And for the custom reminders here, these are default to your custom reminders that are in your settings. And so we can either adjust them here, or if we want to adjust what shows up here for default, I'll show you in a minute when we go to our settings. And then for collect advance payment, this is on, so we have the default of the deposit down already, but if we wanted to do full payment, we could do it here. And then collect via, you can either do manually add a transaction, which it'll prompt you to put in the card information yourself, or you can send a payment link to this contact up here. So it'll be sent via email. Have this checked if you wanted to send reminders via SMS text. And once again, we'll look this over. Once everything looks good, we'll go ahead and click continue. Again, everything looks good. For this email message here, you can adjust your pre-response templates. We'll do the payment request here. For the custom templates, you can go ahead and adjust those or create new ones in the My Account settings, which are here, and you'll see them under General Settings. So once again, looks good. We're ready to go. We'll go ahead and send the payment link. And that'll be sent off to this email, as we can see here. And just a quick note on bookings, you cannot double book appointments assigned to the same employee. So the workaround for this is to utilize that team members option. So you can add the team member and you actually duplicate the service itself. So you would go ahead and add the service again and duplicate everything, but just assign it to someone else. So in case you wanted to double book something at the same time, that would be the workaround for that. Because this will register that the employee is busy if they are on the calendar already. So we have our appointment here now. You can see this is the quick view side menu. So anytime that you have an appointment, you'll see it pop up here and you can click on it and it'll show up. Everything you need is here. It's fully functional and everything pertaining to the booking can be found here. You can confirm it, reschedule it, cancel. You can see the booking history. You can also contact the customer as well. So let's move on to some settings here. It'll be the gear icon on the top right of our screen. Here you can sync your Google or Outlook calendar, so you can block off time in your GoSite calendar and not have appointments get booked during meetings or personal events. If it's unsynced, there'll be a sync button here. You'll also see the Outlook option here if this is unsynced. And then you just click this sync button and log in with your credentials that you would like to sync with this calendar. And a quick note on that, the actual appointments do not sync to the calendars. Rather, it makes it so that if there's something on your personal calendar, it reflects as an unavailable time to book an appointment. And down here, there's a couple of checkbox options here for default calendar views and appointments. You could either check or uncheck to confirm appointments automatically. So if you'd like to review the appointment before you actually confirm it with the customer, I would leave this unchecked. The default appointment filter, so you can change what shows up when you go to your GoSite calendar when you hop in your booking tool. Best practice is probably just to all booking, unless you wanted to set it for just canceled booking. You could also do that as well. And then the default reminder time I had just mentioned previously, if we wanted to adjust what the default custom reminders are, you could do so here. If you wanted to remove any, you would just click the little red trash can. If you wanted to add one, you'd click this little blue plus, and then you would go ahead and type it in here. And then those will be saved. The booking button down here, this is to customize a widget for your booking tool. If you want a booking button to exist somewhere outside of your GoSite website. So that would be found here if you needed an embedded code. I'll break real quick to see if any questions before we move on to our mobile app demo. Perfect, looks good. Bear with me 1 second, and then I'll share my screen here for my phone. Perfect. So for reference, I'm using an iPhone here. It may look a little different on an Android, but you'll get the gist of it here. And we also have help articles in our knowledge base for Android users. So if you need anything, go ahead and hop to help@gosite.com or gosite.com/help, or you can email us. So I'm in the App Store right now. I went ahead and searched GoSite. If the app wasn't downloaded, you would see a get button similar to the one at the bottom here with the different app. But since I have it downloaded, I'll go ahead and click open. And then once again, it'll look a little different for Android users. Your menu will be on the top left of your screen. But as you can see on my phone here, we have all of our buttons at the bottom here. So we see home, contacts, payments, messenger, and menu. To get to booking, we'll go ahead and click menu. You'll see all of our tools here. You'll also see the support phone icon, and then you can contact the live chat or email through that button. And then we'll go ahead and hop to the booking. It's in the second row here. And you can see our appointment for the 13th, the third one down. We just put that one in. And we'll go ahead and add another example booking here. We'll go ahead and click the blue plus sign at the bottom here. Similar to the desktop, we'll go ahead and select contact, select service, and then we can choose a date and time. For this example, I'll just do business address, so we don't need to type in an address here. You could do an optional message, collect payment option here. I'll go ahead and turn that off since we already did that. Custom hours here. We'll add the 1 hour one, make sure it was saved. And then check this, send the reminders to via SMS. And then the only thing different on the mobile app versus desktop, once you hit continue here, there's no extra pop-up windows. It's added already. But again, similar to the desktop view, you'll see that we have our quick view menu here, and everything you need pertaining to the booking appointment can be found here.